The first 10 minutes of your morning. Let me ask you something. What were the very first 10 minutes of your morning like today? Did you wake up feeling calm? Or did you reach for your phone before you even opened both eyes? For many of us, mornings begin in chaos. The alarm goes off, and within seconds we're drowning in notifications, news, emails, or worse, scrolling through someone else's life while ignoring our own. By the time we even brush our teeth, our peace of mind has already been stolen. And here's the scary part. What you allow into your mind in those first few minutes sets the tone for the entire day. Anxiety, stress, distraction, they don't just show up randomly. They start with how we begin the morning. But what if I told you there's another way? A way to rise each day not as a prisoner of noise, but as a stoic warrior. Calm, centered, unshakable, no matter what storms are waiting outside your door. This isn't just philosophy from dusty old books. For centuries, Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca practiced powerful morning rituals. Simple, yes, but so strong, they acted like armor for the soul. And today I'm going to share those same habits with you. If you start them tomorrow morning, your days will never feel the same again. Habit 1. Begin with stillness. Let's start with stillness. Your very first thought in the morning is like planting a seed. Whatever seed you plant grows into the tree that shades or darkens your entire day. Most of us plant the wrong seeds: worry, distraction, complaints. But the Stoics chose silence and stillness. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who carried the weight of an entire empire, began his mornings by reminding himself, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. So tomorrow morning, I want you to try something. Before touching your phone, close your eyes. Breathe. For 2 minutes, remind yourself, today is a gift. Yes, challenges will come, but I will meet them with strength. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about setting your sails before the storm hits. Because if your first thought is strong, the waves of the day cannot shake you. Let me ask you honestly, when was the last time you gave yourself those 2 minutes of silence before stepping into the chaos? Habit 2. Practice negative visualization. The second habit might sound odd at first. Negative visualization. Every morning, the Stoics would imagine the worst that could happen. What if I lose money today? What if someone insults me? What if things don't go my way? Now maybe you're thinking, why on earth would I want to start my day imagining bad things? Isn't that depressing? But here's the secret. It's not about fear. It's about freedom. Imagine a soldier training in the rain, drenched, exhausted, carrying heavy armor. Why? Because when the real battle comes, the hardship feels lighter. That's what negative visualization does for your mind. You rehearse the storm, so when it comes, you're not surprised. You're prepared. Think of a business owner who imagines losing their biggest client. If it happens, they don't break. They don't panic. They stay calm, not because they don't care, but because they accepted that life includes loss. They were already prepared to adapt. Life will always bring insults, failures, and storms. But when you practice negative visualization, they cannot knock you down. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen today? And then remind yourself, if it does, I am ready. Now pause. Really picture it. How different would your life feel if nothing could surprise you anymore? Habit 3. Morning self-examination. The third habit is self-examination. Epictetus once said, "Philosophy isn't about talking, it's about living." And the way to live philosophy is to ask yourself each morning, who do I want to be today? Notice that's not the same as asking, what do I have to do today? One is a to-do list. The other is a compass for your soul. Spend 3 minutes tomorrow morning asking yourself, what temptation will I resist today? Whom will I treat with kindness? What fear will I face head on? Picture a young Roman soldier standing before battle. If he forgets to inspect his armor, his shield, his sword, his helmet, he may fall apart at the very first strike. But the soldier who checks his armor fights with strength and confidence. You are that soldier, and your soul is your armor. If you don't polish it each morning, the first insult, the first setback, the first temptation will break you. So tomorrow, don't just plan tasks. Choose your identity. Ask yourself, who am I choosing to be today? Because if you don't, the world will decide for you. Habit 4. Gratitude and service. And finally, the fourth habit, gratitude and service. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you are here to do what is good for others. Stoicism was never about being selfish. It was about lifting the community around you. So here's the practice. Write down 3 things you are grateful for, and one way you will serve someone else today. It doesn't have to be grand. A kind word, a moment of patience, sharing your wisdom with someone who needs it. Gratitude makes you humble. Service makes you powerful. Together, they transform your mornings into something far greater than yourself. Think of a candle. When it lights another candle, it doesn't lose its flame. Instead, it multiplies the light. Now imagine if millions of us began each morning this way, grateful, ready to serve. The world would shine brighter, and it can start with you. Armor for the soul. These 4 Stoic habits are not routines. They are armor for your soul. If you practice them each morning, begin with stillness, visualize the storm, examine your soul, live with gratitude and service, then the world can throw insults at you, failures at you, storms at you. But they will not break you. Because mornings are not just the beginning of the day. They are the beginning of the person you choose to become. The Stoics remind us, our greatest power is not controlling what happens, but controlling how we rise to meet it. So tomorrow morning, don't just wake up, rise. Rise as a Stoic warrior, calm, centered, unshakable, and let your morning be strong and unbreakable.